Welcome back to Quiz Citadel. Do you think you are a quiz pro? Let's play this 50 questions quiz and find out. In which year was the Treaty of Versailles signed? The Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919 between the Allied powers and Germany in Versailles near Paris, ending the First World War. Where can you find the Bedouin tribe? The Bedouin tribe is traditionally associated with the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula, as well as parts of North Africa and the Middle East. On which island did Christopher Columbus land in the New World? Columbus first landed in the Bahamas in 1492. Who was the author of The Jungle Book? Rudyard Kipling wrote The Jungle Book in 1894, featuring Mowgli, a boy raised by wolves. The stories explore survival and belonging in the jungle. Using which of these formulas can you find the area of a circle? The area of a circle is given by the formula A equals pi r squared, where A is the area, pi is a constant approximately equal to 3.1416, and r is the radius of the circle. What is the branch of medicine that deals with the brain and nervous system called? Neurology is the branch of medicine that deals with the brain and the nervous system. In which year was the Panama Canal completed? The Panama Canal was officially opened on August 15, 1914. This canal connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, significantly shortening the shipping route between the two oceans. Which of these U.S. presidents famously said, "Speak softly and carry a big stick"? Speak softly and carry a big stick, popularized by Theodore Roosevelt, reflected his diplomatic approach. Negotiate peacefully, but maintain strong military power to back up the country's interests when necessary. Which is the largest lake in the world by surface area? Though called a sea, the Caspian Sea is the world's largest enclosed inland water body. Who discovered photosynthesis in plants? Jan Ingenhousz, a Dutch physician and biologist, is credited with discovering the process of photosynthesis in plants in 1779.
Subscribe now for more fun quizzes.
In which city was Prophet Muhammad born? Prophet Muhammad was born in Mecca, Saudi Arabia in the year 570 AD. How many stars are there in the flag of Brazil? The Brazilian flag has 27 stars, representing the country's 26 states and the federal district, arranged in the shape of the Southern Hemisphere's night sky. Who was the first Soviet to land on the moon? The USSR never landed a human on the moon. The United States remains the only country to have landed humans on the moon. Who, as per the Bible, was the apostle of Jesus who betrayed him to the Romans? Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' apostles, betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. In which year was the Battle of Trafalgar fought? The Battle of Trafalgar was fought on October 21, 1805, where the British Royal Navy, led by Lord Nelson, defeated the combined French and Spanish fleets. What is Aqua Regia? Aqua Regia is a highly corrosive mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid used to dissolve noble metals like gold and platinum. What is the full form of FAQ? FAQ stands for Frequently Asked Questions. Which of the following countries was formerly called Southwest Africa? Namibia was known as Southwest Africa during colonial times. The country changed its name in 1990 upon achieving independence from South Africa. What is the currency of China called? The Renminbi is the official currency of China. Its unit is the yuan. On which day is World Earth Day celebrated? Yes, Earth Day is celebrated globally on April 22nd. Which of these birds is the national bird of Turkey? You are right. The redwing is the national bird of Turkey. On the banks of which river is London located? Correct. The River Thames flows through London. With which sport is Sachin Tendulkar associated? Sachin Tendulkar is a legendary Indian cricketer and is widely regarded as one of the greatest cricketers in the history of the sport. Who, according to Roman mythology, was the god of wealth? Pluto was the Roman god of the underworld and wealth. Which of the following is the national animal of South Africa? Yes, the Springbok is the national animal of South Africa. In which year did the Ottoman Turks conquer Constantinople? Constantinople was conquered by the Ottomans in 1453. In which of these countries can the Tundra region be found? Russia is home to vast tundra regions, especially in Siberia, the eastern part of the country. To which nation does the island of Honshu belong? Honshu is the largest and most populous island of Japan, accounting for about 60% of Japan's total land area and housing approximately 80% of its population. What is the chemical symbol of tungsten in the periodic table? Tungsten has the symbol W derived from its German name Wolfram. Who was the author of the famous novel The Great Gatsby? F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby in 1925. The novel is considered one of the greatest works of American literature and is set in the summer of 1922. How many faces does a cube have? A cube is a three-dimensional geometric shape with 6 square faces, all of which are congruent. The term prodigal son means The term prodigal son comes from a biblical parable in which a son squanders his inheritance, then returns home in shame and repentance, and is forgiven and warmly welcomed by his father. Who is credited with the building of the Eiffel Tower? Gustave Eiffel's company built the Eiffel Tower, which was completed and opened to the public in 1889 for the exposition Universelle in Paris. Which of these personalities is famous for having quoted, "The word impossible is found only in the dictionary of fools"? This quote is often attributed to Napoleon Bonaparte, reflecting his belief in ambition, determination, and overcoming challenges. What is the most sold phone ever? The Nokia 1100 is the most sold phone ever, having sold over 250 million units worldwide. Name the scientist who discovered hydrogen. Henry Cavendish discovered hydrogen in 1766 and described it as inflammable air. What does the red disc on the flag of Japan represent? The red disc symbolizes the rising sun, reflecting Japan's name Nihon, meaning origin of the sun. Which is the largest moon in the solar system? Ganymede, a moon of Jupiter, is the largest in the solar system. Who was Lord Nelson? Admiral Horatio Nelson was a British naval hero known for his victory at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. Between which of these two cities did the first passenger railway ply? The world's first intercity passenger railway opened in 1830 between Manchester and Liverpool, using steam locomotives for commercial transport. The deficiency of which vitamin causes scurvy? Scurvy is caused by a deficiency of vitamin C, essential for collagen synthesis in the body. What is the full form of ILO? ILO is a UN agency dealing with labor standards. Which of the following countries was formerly called Swaziland? Swaziland officially changed its name to Eswatini in 2018. What is the currency of Mexico called? Mexico's official currency is the Mexican peso. On which day is World Book Day celebrated every year? World Book Day is celebrated on April 23rd to honor authors and books. Which of these birds is the national bird of Great Britain? The European robin is considered the national bird of the UK. On the banks of which river is Munich located? Munich, the capital of Bavaria in Germany, is located on the banks of the river Isar, which flows from the Alps through the city and onward to the Danube. With which sport is the term chukker associated? A chukker is a period of play in a game of polo. Each chukker typically lasts 7 minutes, and a standard polo match usually consists of 4 to 8 chukkers, depending on the level of the game. Which of the following is the national animal of Canada? The beaver is the national animal of Canada. What is the chemical formula of copper sulfate? The chemical formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4, copper, sulfur, and oxygen.
How many of these did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Pick your next challenge and make sure to like and subscribe.